And good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another exciting Vobie One-Eyed Kenobi Showbie with me, Richard Vobes, and over in the Vobie land, the lovely Julia. Hello, lovely Julia.
Hello, lovely Richard. Oh, I'm out.
Oh, there we are. She's out of salts. Welcome aboard to another exciting show. I hope that you're going to enjoy it and that you have fun, thrills and spills and all those things on the 29th of January, nearly the end of January. How many? 29, 30 days has September, April, June and the other one. So, what's that? What's that? Oh, it's my tongue. Yeah, so on Monday, we'll be in February, won't we? On Monday's show, we will be in February. Because there'll be Saturday, which is the 30th, and the 31st, and then we'll be on the 1st of Pinch Punch, Smack Me in the Gob Day. That'll be interesting. I wonder if we'll still be in lockdown. Lock down your daughter. Make sure she ought to do something at home. Maybe a homework or something. Anyway, welcome aboard. It's lovely to see everybody out there. Julia, how the devil are you?
Oh, surviving. Thank you. How are you?
Yeah, no, I am surviving, actually. My chin is a bit sore because I went and did a very unusual thing. I went and shaved before the show. Now, normally, I shave in the bath, la, 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 as I'm lathering the rest of me up. I, get a big load of lather all round here, and with my solitary Bic razor, I start at my toes and I work all the way up around the body and down the other side. And there's a great lump of hair and stuff anyway, but yeah, it is delightful. But what I did on this particular occasion was shave a foot. Now and so I feel sort of all a bit tender here.
Tenderized.
Yes, tenderized instead of plagiarized. Anyway, well, I suppose we ought to find out if there's anybody out there in the Vobosphere, because otherwise we could just, if there isn't, we could just go and have a break this evening. What do you think?
Yeah, chance would be a fine thing.
Yeah, that's true. So, Julia, is there anybody out there in the Vobosphere?
Yes, there is. We have the lovely Tall Podge Rog. We have the lovely Judith. We have the lovely Ernie Samat. We have the lovely Station Master's Choice. We have the lovely G Ramps. The lovely Colonel Cragratty. The lovely Laura Noel C. The lovely Mark Burgess. The lovely Glyn Horton. The lovely Andrew Norris. The lovely Sean Ford, the lovely Paul Cockrell, the lovely Tracy Murphy, the lovely Ron Langley, the lovely Stephen Agger, the lovely Nootka Seaglass, aka Nookie.
Hello, Nookie.
The lovely Clive Waterfall, the lovely Brainwashed Chris, the lovely Alan Sandale, the lovely Green Man, the lovely Bonita Holland, the lovely Rick Gordon, the lovely Dave Over Yonder, the lovely Robin Jones, the lovely Woody Jen. Hi, Woody Jen. The lovely Steve G, the lovely Kate Evans, the lovely Mark Burgess, I think I said you. No, I didn't. Oh, I don't know. The lovely Jeffrey Harrison, the lovely Sean Ford, I think I might have said you too. The lovely Alan Skiro. I don't think I've seen you here before. Hello.
Hello.
The lovely Eastbourne couple, the lovely Cooper 68NS, the lovely John Richardson, the lovely Edward Moulding, the lovely Ian Dance, the lovely Jen Coley, the lovely Rick M, the lovely Kerry Baldwin, the lovely Vincent Quill, the lovely Mother Nature, and the lovely Richard.
Fantastic. How about that? It's lovely to see. And says, please call me Bonnie.
Bonnie.
And we will. Woody Jenny, lovely to have you with us tonight. And everybody who has joined the wonderful merry crowd in the last few months or whatever, it's lovely to see you. And thank you very much for all you do and make us feel very, very welcome, which is great because we do feel welcome, don't we? In people's living rooms, on their laps, for all we know, in the palms of their hands, on gadgets in front of their eyes. I wonder if anybody can actually watch this stuff through these virtual reality goggles. Can people do that? I mean, you can play games. Could you watch videos through those virtual reality goggles? And then every time you turn, if you turn one way, you'd see Julia. If you turn the other way, you'd see, well, that gross thing on the side with headphones on.
We have buffers.
We have buffers?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people buffering.
Oh, please could you stop buffering? It's very annoying when you buffer everyone. This is not buffer cars. Oh, no, wait, that's bumper cards. I got completely confused. I'm not buffering at my end, by the way. Buffering, You mean it's not just me? How many people are buffering? Tall Podge?
There were 6 just now.
All right. Some connection issues, but it might not be our end.
The spinning buffer of doom.
Oh dear, the spinning buffer of doom, the spinning buffer of doom. Have you got a farthing on you, Julia? We need to put something in the meter, I think. A farthing will do it.
How about a dust bunny?
Yes.
Moth?
We've got a lot of Me Too's. What, a Me Too? Is that the Me Too movement? Is that... it's okay now? Yes, we're buffering too. Buffering gone, says Jeffy Sussex. Yes, I'm buffering indeed. Oh, strange how Julia's lip sync is in lip sync, and Richard isn't. Oh, I'm throwing my voice. That's what it is. It takes longer, you see, from my voice to get down the microphone through all these different dials and tubes to get it to everybody else. I apologise for that. Can Eric fix it? Hang on one moment. Let's see if Eric can fix it. Eric?
That's right, sir.
Can you fix the buffering issue?
Well, sir, hang on a second. I'll just see what I can do. Oh, blimey. Oh, crikey. Ouch, Simon. Is that any better, sir?
I don't know, but there's a lot of damage has gone down below. Have we just got it working again? Says Sean Ford. Thank goodness for that. Just inventing words tonight. Well, that's very kind. Thank you very much for letting us know about the buffering. Colonel Kograti says no buffering, it's just frozen. Well, funnily enough, we're not buffering at all at this end. I don't know whether it's something to do with the internet somewhere else. Not you and I, Julia. We've obviously got good connection. What are you doing?
I was putting the heater on.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, because I was getting a bit...
I am starting to get freezing.
Yeah, no, me too. Thanks for that. That's very kind. Right, a lot of people saying it's okay. Whatever it was is always well done. Eric says Mark Donny McLeod. Phew, I can say that's all right. Colonel Craigratty is saying I'm okay now, which is great because we're going to be abseiling down to Colonel McGracky's house. McGracky? I've just invented his new name. Colonel Craigratty's house, or, well, his back garden, probably. The rockery. We're going to abseil down the rockery in his back garden. It's quite an impressive rockery, I have to say. But then he is... a man from the steampunk days. And by the way, if you're a patron of the old Vobes One-Eyed Kenobi, you will be very lucky this Sundaddy because I'm sending out In Conversation With the very said Colonel Craigratty. It'll come out before 9 o'clock, hopefully, if I remember. And you'll be able to hear all about steampunkery and rock climbering. You didn't know about that. Yes.
The Eastbourne couple. Yeah. The Eastbourne couple are asking if Eric gets fed. If so, what's his favourite meal?
He does like a single strand, about 4 metres long, which is, 16 foot, of spaghetti.
I thought you were going to say a little bit of everything.
Oh, well, he used to. He used to have a little bit. If I ask him and I say, Eric, you hungry?
You what, sir?
I said, are you hungry?
Oh, yes, sir.
Here we go, stand by. What would you like to eat, Eric?
I'll have a bit of everything, please.
He'll have a bit of everything, but his personal favourite is spaghetti. And what I do is I've got this little... where is it? I've got this little gadget. And it's like a roll of spaghetti about 16 feet long. And I go like this, and it's on a reel. And it goes down like that. But I put it through dips. So 1 minute it goes through a dip of Marmite, then it goes through bolognese sauce, it can go through ice cream, and he's down the other end like that. He just sucks it all in. You don't want to see what it comes out like the other end. Luckily, I don't have to clear that up.
Yeah, let's not go into detail about that.
No, we won't. I wasn't even going to dream about it. No.
Robert Croser says Eric is scared of chives.
Yes, I'm not at all surprised. They get stuck in his teeth. So yeah, and those what was that cream cheese that you used to be able to get? Chives. Do you remember that? Anyway, we won't mention the brand. They don't need the advertising, but we do. Now, we have in today's show, ladies and people who wish they were ladies, we have 6 videos. And Robin Jones is going to share some of his photography, and Ian Dance has got some pictures for us.
Yay!
So all very exciting. So we don't want any of that mucking about with buffering. A little bit of everything, please. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Does Eric like boots? Does Eric like the boot? Oh, yes, he's been trampled to death in them. No, not quite, not quite. I dropped them down, and they did bounce off his little head. Poor little beggar. I didn't.
Poor little Eric.
Yeah.
Now he's got a unicorn horn.
Yeah. Bing. It's sort of bright red and pimply, and very, very sore. So that's all good. Shall we start off with a video?
Yeah, I think we should.
Okay, in no particular order, other than the order I've written down. I don't know if Roy is out there. Is Roy out there? And has Roy got a different name? Do we know if Roy's got a different name? This is Roy in Spain.
I don't recall seeing a Roy.
The Roy in Spain is mainly on the plane. Well, we have what lockdown. He's promised to send me this video for a couple of weeks now, and it's arrived. It's what lockdown is like in Los Barrios, wherever that is. I don't know where actually Los Barrios is. I hope he finds it, because clearly it's lost. But he knows. He says it's. He said to me in his email, it's far, far worse than what we have. You have to have a chit of paper to go outside. It's a dreadful thing. Oh, it's no. Look, it's still buffering. Says Kerry. There's more buffering. We've still got problems.
Does everyone need to just refresh quickly? Should we just hold on a second?
Yeah, let's just hold our horses. I mean, I'm getting feedback here, just so that people. Well, it won't make any difference to those people who are buffering, but for those that are not buffering, hang on a second. If you're not buffering, you'll see here. I can't get the camera around, but there's my hand, and this is the feedback that I get to see if it's buffering, and that's playing back. That's what you should be seeing. And there's me, look, picking up some moments later, picking up the little webcam that I got in my hand, and then you should see my, all of that. And then my hand comes in a minute just to prove. So that's about a minute behind, or 45 seconds or something. It's all very. There it is. So that's not buffering up my end, and that goes up to YouTube and then comes back down again. It's probably what's causing the problem. I've just lost a bit of paper with all the videos on. Hang on a minute. How are they doing? Are they no problems here? Says Judith. Fine in Norfolk. Just went pixelated. So some people have got problems and others haven't.
Others haven't. Yes, it's selective today.
Yes. So it's not like we're not getting enough juice out. That is.
I don't know. I'm not techie minded in the least.
All I can tell you is that we're sending out the signal, and for some reason, somewhere, one of the servers that's connected. All I can suggest is that people log off and refresh. No problems with Henri.
Yeah.
And his adventures.
Lots of people are fine.
Good. Okay. Well, we'll play this video, and people can they can always watch it on the rerun. So this is Roy in Los Españoles. I'm sorry. Since I moved my.
You got all tangled up, have you?
Yes, I got tangled up round my wheels.
Well, we don't want to do that.
You're telling me.
That could get right messy. That could.
I don't know. Talk about your Salamays. Right, my Salamays is pink, green, and hairy. So
What is Salamays?
I have no idea. It was in a play where there's a line in a play. I think it's called Five Finger Exercise. It's a famous play, and there's a line in it that says "Talk about your Salamays," and I don't know what they mean. I have no idea what it means. Roy, there he is. Hola, Roy Los Barrios. From Andalusia, Spain. Well, ladies and gentlemen, all the way from Hola. I can't do a Spanish accent. ¿Qué?
No.
I can only do Manuel from Fawlty Towers. Thank you. Well, I've had to stop that because it's buffering our end now. The whole internet. You're muted, by the way, Julia.
I'm muted.
Yeah, sorry. I've just cancelled the thing because we were buffering. And
I realised that. Yeah, I was buffering too.
And if we're buffering, everywhere's buffering. Dave over yonder says 360p. Oh dear. I have no idea why that is. We were all right up until a few minutes ago.
Can you try losing the moving background? What moving background?
What is it, Leonard? Can you try what moving background? What are you talking about?
That's what I'm wondering.
We have a moving background.
Oh, that one.
The stars. Well, that's got nothing to do with it. That's just the computer. That won't make the blind bit of difference.
Buffering the Vampire Slayer, says Clive Waterfall.
Yes, I'm not surprised. How it's buffering again? You're just too popular. It can't be that we're popular. 100 people. I mean, I've seen streams where they have like thousands.
Thousands and thousands.
Snaps. Buffering like crazy. Is Eric down there? 7:20 now. If you exit YouTube and re-enter the show, it seems to help, says Sean Ford. Unfortunately, we can't. I can turn this off to stop. Hang on. If I turn that bit off, I won't know now if we're buffering, but I've saved a bit of juice, as it were. There's one other thing I can do is lower the settings here. Hang on a minute. I'll see if that helps. But I don't think it's our end. I think there's something on the internet.
I think it's just generally the internet.
Yeah. Because so many people are getting the same problem when we weren't getting it. But I'm just going to lower the quality a bit. Hang on a sec. Where's my evaporation board?
The Eastbourne couple says, I think it's because you haven't fed Eric.
Well, could be. That is a
Want to give him some chicken stew?
Oh, lovely. Look at that. Yeah, pass it over.
Pass it to Eric.
Can you put it into this cup?
Oh, yeah, here, just pour it in.
Oh, nice. Thanks.
Try that, Eric.
Yeah, mate. Open your big fat horse gob.
Oh, it's lovely, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
It's a rage out. Right, okay. Stew looks nice. Doesn't matter. Randall and Hopkirk is on the other side. Oh, good. Yeah, good old. Is it Randall and Hopkirk Deceased, the original, or is it the remake with those comedians whose names escape me? Reeves and Mortimer. I can't think of their name at the moment. Reeves and Mortimer. That was their name. Yeah. Classic. Oh, the classic one. Oh, even better. That's marvelous. Right. Okay. Shall we? I'm going to try the video again and see what happens. Okay.
Okay. Hold on to your hats, folks.
Hold on to your hats. Here we go. Back into the video box. Oh, sorry. There we go. How about that, ladies and gentlemen? Oh, that was good, wasn't it?
Yes,
Click.
I just remembered to unmute myself.
That's quite all right. Did everybody get that? Was there any buffering? buffer? Was there any buffering on that? Because I can't tell now. That was marvellous. Thank you so much for that, Roy.
Really nice.
Lovely to be able to walk down the street, I thought, and be able to pick oranges and lemons from the tree. Presumably you're allowed to pick them, and then just have, I'll have an orange like we would do with apples. How wonderful. No buffering. No buffering. Fantastic. Oh, that's good. We've not changed anything. So there we are. Oh, marvelly. No buffers from Sean, which is great. Well, that was worth waiting for. What delightful. And those...
Oh, are we buffering again?
Are we...
I think we are.
No, oh, look, no buffering. Oh, no, buffering again. Just started. I wonder why that is. How peculiar.
Very strange.
Just started buffering again. Well, I don't know what to suggest on the buffering. Hello, here we go. Buffering.
We're in the buff again. Oh no!
Oh dear.
How
Oh dear.
rude!
Let's have a look. See if it can be anything. Okay, let me just try. Hang on. Let me turn this background off then, and we'll see if we get rid of the stars. There we are. Look, take the stars off for a night. No stars.
Roy says.
Yeah.
Roy says, unfortunately, the oranges are extremely sour.
Oh, that's no good. It's when you said the B word. Oh dear. Here's two. I'm buffed up, says Bonnie. I wonder if Bonnie is married to Clyde. Well, you never know. Elaine Whitelock, are you out there? Because I got this very lovely card from you, Elaine. Just keep going, says Rasputin. We are doing our best here. I got this lovely card from you, and it says, "Hello, Richard. We think your show stinks. Please, what? We've decided to make your show buffer every time you start... What? No. Hang on, I'm changing the words. If I jiggle them around, it rearranges them somewhat. And actually, what it says is... It says, hello, Richard, including a small donation, £45,000 to help fuel the van for a year. So appreciate all the filming that you bring onto YouTube and keep us sane during this awful pandemic. I love the Bald Explorer walks and, of course, the Vobes show. I have many a banter and also laughs with you on things you talk about, which is great. So thank you again, Richard. Keep safe. And Julia too. Love from Elaine Whitelock. Ardent viewer, she says. P.S. I'm afraid I'm not computer savvy. Well, that's okay. We don't mind, do we? We don't mind a few people who are not computer savvy. It's lovely to have a nice little thank you card. Thank you very much. How about that? Yeah.
I can't remember if I ever thanked you for the chocolates you sent for my boys, but
thank you for the chocolates you sent
for
to my boys.
Them to my boys. Yeah, okay. I don't know if Woody Jenny is still out there, but I want to say a massive thank you very much for the books that you sent to me via Richard. We've got some lovely, lovely books. Look, Trees in Britain.
Oh,
I'm going to love reading that. Lots of lovely species in Europe and North America. Ooh.
Yes.
That's a large chunk of the world covered, isn't it?
It certainly is. It's a big chunk of the world.
This one looks like it's going to be really interesting. Letters of a Woman Homesteader, forward by Jessamine West.
Oh, good old Jessamine West, whoever she was. She was a nice lady. She used to wear sou'westers, I think. She wore a lot of those in the days of old.
Daring greatly how the courage to be vulnerable transforms the way we live, love, parent, and lead. Oh, that one might be... There. And this, The Earth's Cycle of Celebration, Creation Asking Us to Dance, by Glennie Kindred. I don't know how well you can see that.
Yeah, it's very... It's because the lights are bright, I suppose. But that's lovely, isn't it?
Thank you ever so much. Really appreciate those.
And I had there were some other books in there which I'm afraid I didn't pass on to Julia because they looked too exciting for me. And
they were too much up your alley.
Yeah, they were right up my alley. And one of which is is in the other room. I've been reading it avidly, so thank you very much. You're most welcome, she says. Glad they've found a worthy and lovely home. They have. And if anybody, has got some of these types of books that we like and you no longer need them, send them in. We love them. I love them. I'm trying to... I tell you what I'm trying to do more of, and that is get off the internet altogether. It's like, that's an oxymoron, isn't it, really? But
Yep.
I got rid of my television. I'm trying not to keep watching YouTube videos. I'm trying, instead of being passive, is to be active. The one advantage this show has over television and stuff is it's active. So you can use your brains because you have to type in. And I think this works very well. It's not that you're being instructed to. You can watch our videos, but you can talk about it and interact. And that's where you start using the brain. It's television is a dreadful thing because we just get so used to sitting back and we don't even have to imagine anything because the pictures are there. All the sound is there. And that is a great thing. They say you can improve your internet speed. Who's there?
Yeah, he's talking about scammers that have been going around. Beware of calls from BT OpenReach with Indian callers. It's a scam.
Oh, yes. You don't get many Indian people working at the OpenReach. Well, you might do, of course. That suddenly sounded like it was not right. But you know what I mean. From call centres. Generally, if you do get them, then they should know who you are. Mostly they'll ring and they won't know who you are. And I had one from HMRC. I told you about that the other day, didn't I? In which they were... It'd be good to keep an eye on all these scams. And if anybody gets a call and you can record it on your phone, record it, send it in and we'll play it in. Robin Jones, exactly. He says television, excuse me, Belch, is brainwashing. It really is brainwashing. Especially for kids. And I know Julia's got kids and she's got a big telly. And this isn't aimed at her, but I think children now, there's so much television that it becomes a babysitter. And it's not good for their brains because they don't interact with it. They just sit there and they get used to it. I've just been reading some stuff about how television and children is very dangerous because they're not learning social skills at all. And it's a worry.
Well, right now they don't have the opportunity to learn those social skills apart from with their immediate family.
Yes.
So,
well, that's where sitting round the table at mealtime and discussing things is such a good thing. Because you will have conversation. Because there's so many kids, like 2 or 3, who do not know how to speak because they're so used to having the television does all the talking for them, has all the emotion for them. And half the time they don't really take in, because it's so fast, they don't take in what it's about. I do think it's a worry. But there we are. Now, whilst we're on, Robin Jones has brought that up. Robin has... Well, what did I do with my... Oh, here we go. I lost my virginity? No, I lost my email.
Your marbles?
No, my email account. So Robin Jones has sent in some photos, and I'm going to show them to you. So this is sort of art. I suppose we could go into the art gallery for this little moment. Oh, it won't. Hang on. Fabulous, fabulous. So we're going into the art gallery, and he's sending some photographs. So I said that before, but I'm just repeating myself for my own memory. So now, unfortunately, they've come out quite small on this screen, so I do apologise for that. But there's the squeaky chair in the background.
Sorry.
That's all right. This is
leaning closer.
Oh, this is obviously a landscape, which is lovely. And he probably did. I should have read the email out beforehand. Actually, let me just go back and read out the email because it probably makes more sense. Hang on, I'll just come out of that and just come back to here. So he says, really enjoying your shows and YouTube content. It's keeping me sane. I live in Haywards Heath and my late parents lived in East Preston. Photography is a hobby of mine. I am self-taught, not a professional. I've attached 3 photos, the sort of illustrate landscape, macro sport, Naturally, the mountains are Harris to match your jacket. Oh, from up in Scotland. Oh, are they? There we are. That's from Harris in Scotland, presumably. And the macro is in my back garden, which we will see in a minute. And he says, as I said earlier, I am no pro coming in at the same time. This is all very confusing. Hello, ladies and gentlemen.
You've been placed on hold. Please wait.
Oh, I've been placed on hold. Okay. I don't know what happened there. We were on hold for a moment there, Julie.
That's funny right there.
That's never happened before. Hello, you've been placed on hold. Well, let us play some hold music whilst you're there. La 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 ba-dum bum. Right, enough of that. Let's go back to the pictures then. So this was in... Hang on, I can press that button and get it up again. This is in Harris. So, sorry, it's a bit small. No sound. No sound? Says Audrey Forbes. Not quite sure what you mean by that. There's no sound on the pictures. This is the macro. That looks amazing, doesn't it? I wish I could get pictures like that. It's fantastic. Little, what looks like a wasp, but isn't a wasp, going on to the flower. I don't know what. Do you know what the flower is, Julia?
No, I don't.
No.
And I couldn't tell you what kind of little tiny wasp looking like thing that is either.
No.
But it is a beautiful picture.
Yeah, that's amazing. And then finally, nice bit of black and white here. Look at that on the beach. Is that down at Dungeness? I'd be interested to know where that is. That looks like Dungeness to me, but I, could be wrong. It could be a scene at Dungeness.
Hoverfly.
Hoverfly.
Station Master Choice and Graham Cass say hoverfly.
Yeah. The flower is a pond plant, says Robin. Fantastic. No problems with the sound. Could be a cuckoo flower, says Rick M. Dungeness. Yes, there we go. How about that? Love the black and white and the hover flower. And sorry about the size. It's just the way they came in, and I can't blow them. Can I blow them up? I can't blow them up. Oh, wait a minute. I can. Hang on.
I only told you to blow the bloody doors off.
According to this, I can. Oh, that's better. That's better. Oh, sorry about that. My mistake. Look at that. And little harbour there on Harris.
Wow.
I'd love to go to Harris in my Harris tweed jacket. I think that would be lovely.
That's gorgeous.
There we go. That's better. I apologise, Robin. I cocked up again. That is the joy of live. Live and direct. And finally, here we are at Dungeness. Look at that.
Ta-da!
That's lovely. I've been to Dungeness, and it appears in my smuggling video, I think. The Smugglers of Romney Marshes, which Ed Loud would know all about this, because it's only a stone's throw from there. So stick that in your pipus and smoke it. Oh, no, that's the wrong button. There we go. We hide Julia from the embarrassment of, eating your stew. Well, you can eat your stew in the middle of the show. Why don't you? Why don't you? No, of course you don't. I'm very pleased to see it. Now, okay, so that was it. Thank you, Robin. If you've got some interesting pictures you'd like to send in for our special art gallery, photography is all part of it. I would love to see them. Do send them in. A little bit of explanation like Robin did is absolutely superb. We're going to watch another video, and then we're going to watch another video. The reason I say that is we're going to watch a video first, and then we're going to have a little look at some abseiling with Colonel Crag Ratty, who is the special feature of our In Conversation With on Sunday, if you are a patron. So, now this one's interesting. Bit of atmosphere, ladies and gentlemen. Stephen Agger, thank you very much for sending this in. It's about a minute and a half. It is just one POV. It's a sort of moment of relaxation. Sort of slow television, if you like. But it's well worth having a look. Let's nip into the video box. And there we are. Do you like a bit of slow television, Julia?
Yeah, why not?
Why not? Okay. So this is above Chantonbury, on Chantonbury Ring, looking down to the Weald. So just enjoy and relax and enjoy the view. Imagine you've gone up there for a lovely picnic and you're just having fun.
That's just beautiful. give you a nice the bed song.
So you do have to be wary of dodgy-looking blokes when you go up there. And Stephen very, very carefully managed to capture very dodgy-looking bloke there. I don't know who he was. Managed to get in on the scene. But other than that, of course I'm joking. Other than that, fantastic. Lovely to see that wonderful view.
That was lovely,
wasn't it?
I could
just a moment. Yeah. Go on. Sorry, Jim.
easily imagine myself laying on that there log, your broken tree branch thing.
Just sucking it up.
I'm having a real talent with words today, aren't I?
Are you?
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Good. It's good to have those word talents.
I wish I did.
Thank you for that. So that took us up some height. You notice how this show is crafted. It could be serendipity, but it is crafted. So there we are at some height. It is crafty as well. Now, there are lots of ways of getting down from Chantonbury Ring up there onto the Weald. But it's chalk and it's very porous, of course. Not very good if you want to go rock climbing. See what I did there? So let's imagine that we're still high, but instead of on Chantonbury Ring, we have gone, now I'm not quite sure if this is in Wales or somewhere like that. Maybe Colonel Cragratty can just remind us where it is. But we're going to go and abseil down the mountain. But before we do this, where are the pictures? He sent me some pictures. Oh, that's the steampunk stuff. Well, you remember the art that mountaineering pictures. Here we go. Mountaineering pictures. Here we go. So let me just show you. Here is a picture of himself. This is Monsieur Colonel Cragratty. I think he is the one smiling at the camera, presumably. There we are. We'll zoom in on him a bit. Can we zoom in a bit more? Oh, we can. Look at that. We'll zoom in a bit more. We'll just try one more before the lens cracks. And there it is. Oh, look at that.
Is this a recent picture, do you know?
I don't know how recent this is. I can't remember. He'll probably tell us. He's probably hiding behind the sofa going, no.
He looks like an incredibly youthful soul, doesn't he? Look at him.
He's 72. Very youthful. Now, there are some more pictures. We'll have a look at the more pictures in a minute, but I want to get to the abseiling. So we've got to go back into there. Sorry about that. Now, where are you? Roy, Nikki. Oh, wait a minute. Have I not put it in? That's silly of me. I didn't put it in the thing. Okay, don't worry. I can still do it. There are mechanisms for this. Where did I put you? Vobe show today. No, that's not it. Yeah, Friday. There, Friday show. Climbing. Here we go. Yeah.
Apparently that Cragratty's photograph was 6 years ago.
Oh, was it? In his late 60s then? So, abseiling in. Oh, wait. Hang on. I did put it in here, didn't I? Yeah, I should have done. Oh, no, it's not there. Hang on. But just say a few words, Julia, to cover my embarrassment.
Saying a few words.
How
about we...
I've got it now. I've got it. Sorry about that. So as soon as this goes on the system, it will just start playing. So let me just... he sent in a number of them, but it was only really relevant, and we've only got time, unfortunately, in this one to play one of them. So this is abseiling down somewhere. I'm not quite sure if he's where it is, but maybe in Scotland. There we go. I think it's Scotland. Oh, no, that picture might have been Scotland. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know why I'm in charge of the internet. So anyway, okay, Pete. So let's get him on the system. This is abseiling down, and you will feel like you're abseiling down from quite a height. So just hang on to your rope and enjoy the moment.
Hey? Yeah, I know. I'll keep... What?
I suppose we're heading towards high tide, aren't we? I don't know what kind of high it is. Is it? Well done.
Oh
You
dear.
made me jump. You swine. I was like, what?
How about that? That was rather adventurous, wasn't it?
Yeah, just about kept the chicken stew down. Every time you look down, I'm like, ooh.
So, as Pete said in the chat there, the idea is that you, in order to do the rock climbing, you have to abseil down first to get to the base, and then the only way back is to climb up or come out by boat, I suppose.
But it's a do or die once you've gotten down there, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. If you accidentally hurt yourself, then that was you're in bad luck. Nigel says that was about 1,000 feet. Gosh, how does Nigel know? But
Probably knows that cliff.
oh yeah, probably knows it. Nigel knows everything. Of course, I forgot.
Well, he is a very clever man, you know.
I know. I'm just saying. He knows.
He's got a brain like a sponge.
I know. I wish I could have a brain like a sponge. Well, mine's sort of like it's like a sponge, and then it drips out. You know, like a wet
I wish
sponge.
I had more than one brain cell.
Ah,
and
yes.
I share that with my mum.
So so I promised to show you some more rock climbing pictures. So thank you so much for that. So this is So that was on bare rock, but what about on snow? Here is some snow. That's Snow Joke. That is going down there, and here it is looking up through the snow path. Yeah, let's get a bit bigger on that. So one slip and you've had it. And there he is doing a hillbilly dance routine on the side. Look at all that virgin snow. And that's the one we saw before. So there you go. Thank you very much. That was otherwise known as Pete, but Colonel Cragratty, yes. So the abseil was in Cornwall, and that was in Scotland. The ice one is in Scotland. And Qualcomm Challoner says, how does the last guy retrieve the rope? Is it just... I think there's a thing of somehow you pull it through, isn't it? Isn't that how it works?
Yeah.
Many of these questions will be answered, of course, in Conversation With. So, yeah.
I can't wait for that. Was that Sunday, you say?
That's on Sunday. But just because also we talk about steampunk. Steampunk. Is that right? That's the right term, isn't it?
Yes, steampunk.
Steampunk. And I've got here a picture. Here's I'm just going to show you one. This is one of the characters that Pete goes up as Colonel Cragratty. Have a look at this. Here he is. What a debonair gentleman he looks with his...
Indomitable. I can't even say it now. Indomitable. Oh, gosh.
Yes, that's the word.
Explorer is what I'm trying to say.
I think there's another picture. Here's another picture we can show. We can show more. There he is. He's looking... Oh, hello. Looking very dapper there.
Look at that helmet.
And that's what all the girls say. And look at that.
Oh, don't be dirty.
With his... what are you talking about? It's very debonair there as well. So a bit of steampunkery going on. And mountain climbering. As they say in the trade. So isn't that amazing? That is sensational. Gosh.
Very, very dapper.
Absolutely. Indiana Jones, eat your heart out. Quite right. So there we go. Pull the pins down as he climbs down. Of course, they're going to go back up, aren't they? So that's the thing. You can leave the rope because you're going to go back up. Yeah, because somebody said, how does the rope come down? But you don't need to take it down.
No, because you've abseiled down.
You abseil down, you climb back up, and when you get back to the top, you can coil it all up and put it in your pocket. All 1,000 foot of rope.
You'd pull the pins out as you go up, I guess.
Yeah, because they don't leave it all in there because it's expensive stuff. And somewhere he showed me a picture of him with all the equipment, and now it's so many things. But anyway, I'll put a couple of pictures up with the email when I send it out, so you'll see that. Anyway, there we go. That was marvellous. Now,
fantastic.
We've got a bit of time, so if anybody would like to contact the show. Put your hands together like this and get in touch. But we have got some longer videos to put in, but we'll just make that quick if everyone wants to give us a quick call, 07934746790, because I realise that the show's getting video heavy and not chat heavy, as it were, chat light.
Does anyone fancy a chin wag?
You can give us a call. Thank you, Richard, for showing the video and the pictures. Thank you for sending them in. It's I love it. It's we might get put on hold again.
Who's this?
Hello, welcome to the Vobes show.
Oh, hello, it's Colonel Cragratty.
Hello, Colonel Cragratty. Lovely to hear from you. How are you doing?
Fine, thank you for showing the videos. Just to answer a quick question, when you abseil down on the rock face,
yes,
that was Seninco. Or it was not Seninco, but it was where you walked into the top. So you set up the abseil, right? Abseil down, leave it there, and then climb up and down all day long, and then so that you can abseil back down again. So once you finish climbing at the end of the day, you climb back up on the last climb, and then take everything away.
So I kind of came to that conclusion in the end when somebody said it. I thought, well, of course you're going to be climbing up because you might want to do it more than once.
Yeah, exactly.
If you've got the energy.
That was the one in snow in Scotland. That was just to get down the mountain. So we cut the groove, the ice bollard, and put the rope in and abseiled down, and then the last person down then pulls on one of the ropes, and the whole lot comes down, and then we walked along the sloping mountain and off the mountain.
Wow. Gosh, it sounds so adventurous, doesn't it? You wait till you hear about it in the podcast, and also the steampunkery, as I call it.
Yes. Yeah, my steampunk characters were the one in brown with the old climbing helmet. That was an old climbing helmet which I painted up, and the guy in the soldier's uniform. That was a photo shoot for. It was meant to be based on the War of the Worlds.
Oh,
so
right.
I was the artillery man trying to shoot the Martians.
Ah, yes, with that lovely backdrop.
With my ray gun there.
Oh, the one with the ray. Oh, hang on. Let me see if I'm just bunging him up. There he is. There he is. Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
With your ray gun, with the death ray,
Awesome.
giving them a bit of their own medicine.
Yeah, that was a ray gun there.
Yeah. Oh, fantastic. Oh, that's so good. Well, there you go. People will be... Yeah, no, thank you so much, Pete. That's really nice to hear from you. Sorry, Colonel. We've got to... can't have any titles dropped here, you know. How do I get back into the thing? There it is.
Well, it's Colonel Cragratty with the Damien of Pete, as in Golden Compass. Everybody has a Damien, don't they?
They do, yeah. I don't know what mine is, but I'm sure it's lurking. Anyway, lovely to talk to you. We have to press on, but thank you so much. It was really interesting. Love the abseil. And they were. I mean, you've got some other videos there, but maybe I'll play one in on Monday or something.
Okay. It'll be good. The climbing up ones are quite good, yeah.
Yeah, it just gives people a real indication of what it's like, you know.
Yeah.
Because you did it.
Okay.
All right,
Thanks
take
very much
care.
indeed.
Bye-bye.
Cheers. Bye.
Bye. Oh, there we are. That's fantastic. Oh, I nearly took my headphones off and I can't hear the lovely Julia. Right, I think we'd better go to another video because we've got a couple of... we've got one long one, and I don't want to end up not showing them. So at the moment,
Can
we're
I
going
do a couple of comments?
Yes, please
quickly?
do. Yes, no, sorry, Julia. Do the comments.
Jeffrey Harrison says, just sent an email to the BBC to help the children through these hard times. They should rerun Snug and Cozy. Good idea.
Yeah, sadly it was on ITV, but don't let that
Don't
stop
stress
you.
too much about that. Bonnie Holland says, not climbed many trees or cliffs, but volcanoes, yes.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Okay. We want the pictures and the video abseiling down the inside of a volcano, please.
I'd love to learn how to properly climb trees with their climbing stuff, actually.
Yeah.
I wonder if you can do that in California, in the sequoia forests.
Oh, what, those very, very big trees?
Yes.
They're about 1,000 feet, aren't they?
Yes, easily.
I mean, they're
Massive
they're
things.
tall. They're very
Absolute
tall.
giants. That's on my bucket list.
Yeah. Good lad. Right. Okay, lad, she says. So, how is your stew?
It was delicious.
Oh, you should have had some nice burgers. I tell you why, because as I said, this show is, planned. The script is being typed as we speak. Vegan burgers. Do you like vegan burgers?
I've only tried a couple of different types.
Well, Nikki, or Nuki, as she's often referred to inadvertently on this show, has got an amazing recipe for vegan burgers, and apparently they are incredibly tasty. So shall we find out how to make them? Let's go to Norfolk.
Today we're going to be making vegan mushroom and lentil burgers. So all you need is half a dozen ingredients, which is vegan bouillon, an onion, some oats, some lentils, some pepper and some lightly fried, finely chopped mushrooms. So here we are chopping up mushrooms which need to be really fine to go into the burger. We're going to sweat them off and just help them lose a little bit of moisture, because you don't want the burgers to be soggy when you're eating them. It's not a pleasant experience. So the first thing you do is fry half a dozen finely chopped mushrooms and let them go cold, because you need to get all the moisture and the water retention out. And you need to drain a couple of cans of lentils once again to get all the moisture out of them. So you can just give them a good old posh down. So the lentils have been washed under cold water, so we're just letting them drain. And we use green lentils because they look more like burgers once they're cooked, but you can use butter beans, red kidney beans, chickpeas, anything which has the same consistency to these green lentils. So you need to start by chopping your onion up really small. So you want to pop the lentils, the mushrooms, the onion and the oats into the blender. Mushrooms going in. The onions going in. And then you need to add a cupful of oats, and it works as a multi-purpose thing. It bulks the mixture up, but it also soaks, the oats soak up any excess moisture. And then a tablespoonful of bouillon and a few shakes of black pepper. So now you need to blend it up till it's all mixed. We use this old blender, it's a Kenwood Chef. It's cracked in a few places, but while it still works, we still use it. So just check it mid-blend to make sure that everything's becoming mixed up, and you can see that it's resembling a burger already. So now your mixture should look like this. You lightly grease the baking tray before you put the burgers on. So what you need to do now is take the burger mix bit by bit out of the mixer on floured hands so it doesn't all stick to your hands. You can use any plain flour to do this and just form them in the shape of burgers. And here are our burgers. So for that mixture we've made 9, and you can see they look so good. So now we're going to pop them into the oven on, we've got a fan assisted electric oven, so they will go onto the middle tray into a temperature of 130 degrees C for about 12 minutes, 15 minutes. Then what you need to do is turn them over and pop them back in for another 15 to 20 minutes to make sure they're cooked. And here they are, the finished product. Homemade mushroom and lentil burgers for a fraction of the price you pay in stores for vegan burgers.
Well, I have to say that's made me very hungry. I have had my dinner, but that's made me very hungry. They look very nice. What would you put with it? That's what I would like to know. Oh, hang on, a little scratch. Bit of relish there. Put them in a bun with a bit of side salad, something like that. That would be nice. What do you think, Julia?
Well, was it supposed to be vegan? Because couldn't put cheese on it then.
Well, I mean, you can start vegan and work your way up. I mean, a nice slab of meat on top of that would be quite good, personally. A little bit of ham would be lovely. Then you could have a ham burger. The vegan bit would be the burger, and then the ham's on the top. Proper. Anyway, never mind. Bonnie says that it did look great. Thank you so much, Nikki. Bonnie says that she was on the Come Dine With Me programme, which is always a bit of a laugh, isn't it? Oh, look at that. That looks funny, doesn't it? Oh, yes. I remember watching that when the kids used to watch it years and years ago when a television was in the house. No longer have a television. I don't know whether it must be still going. And Bonnie says she can do a video. So we look forward to a cooking video from Bonnie. Thank you very much. That would be great. Send it in on Monday. Give you the weekend to knock something up, which would
No
be
pressure or
yeah, no
anything.
pressure. What are you going to cook? What is your what do they call it? Signature dish?
Me? Oh, Bonnie.
No, Bonnie. Anyway, lovely and clear explanation. 40p each, £2.10 by Biota. I don't know who Biota is, but presumably the name of it.
Apparently you can get vegan cheese, says the green man.
Oh,
Well-
vegan cheese. How can that be cheese? Where do you get it? Plant? Some sort of plant thing.
Must be plant-based.
Vegan cheese. Yes. Yes, didn't give free adverts for the brand, though, says Station Masters. Oh, Biona is a brand. If you have too much Biona, it can make you go onic, and you end up like the $6 million man. Bionic. But anyway, enough of these bad jokes. Oh, sorry, Julia, I've still got you in a midget form at the moment. So let's see if we can increase your size. Oh, yeah, that's no, wrong button.
Too much.
Too much, too little, not enough. Sawyer. Oh, Sawyer. Ah, yeah, Sawyer coming with that one. They're interesting. When my son leaves the house, not in the mornings, when he leaves permanently, which, you know, I just can't wait for him now to hurry up and go. He said he was, you know, before Christmas, he said, Daddy, I'm moving out. Like that. He said, Daddy, I'm moving out. I said, great, there's the door. Don't come back.
But unfortunately, as you had loads of problems with selling your father's bungalow,
Yeah.
so many people are having issues selling properties at the minute.
Oh, I can't wait though, because I'm having more studios. I'm turning the house into one big studio, so there will be a live cooking studio. So we'll be able to cook during the show, and you'll be able to throw instructions to me, and it'll be cooking on the Essie. And there'll be a couple of other bits and bobs I'm going to do to the house. I'm just going to because this is great. I love the live format. Sean Ford says, I've been vegan for over 10 years now and I never miss anything, which is fantastic, which is always good. If you're throwing, you know, things into a pan, you don't want to miss the pan and it lands on the floor. But Tish, fish wrapped up in banana leaves. What the devil?
Don't know. But I guess that's half the problem, though, you know, going from being a meat-eating diet, you know, I mean, obviously you'll have to start off vegetarian first, wouldn't you?
Yes.
And get used to that, and then, you know, it's just gently, gradually changing your habits and stuff. I mean, like my sugar reduction, I mean, I've gotten far enough into it now that I really notice if I do have too much, I just have acid, heartburn, reflux for a whole 24 hours. So it's a slow progress, but I'm still slowly changing my habits.
Brilliant. Oh, well done you. That's very good. That's to be encouraged. I had to reread what Bonnie said there, because I thought she meant fish wrapped up in banana skins. That's why I went, oh, that's a bit weird. But banana leaves. Where'd you get banana leaves from? Obviously the banana trees, presumably.
Yeah, but we don't have banana trees in this country, do we?
No, we don't have fish either. Oh, yes, we do. We do have fish. Yeah. Ernie Samet says, you won't lose money when... Won't you lose money when your son leaves? Yes, I will. That is true. I will lose that. But also, you see, he has a 2 kilowatt heater in his bedroom, in the room. There's no other heating. And that's on day and night. And the pair of them, they have baths every night, switch on the immersion or whatever. So I think I'm actually going to save money. I won't be using quite so much of the internet. I won't be using so much water. I won't be using so much electricity. They buy their own food and stuff. So, you know, I will lose that.
It's in roundabouts, isn't it?
Yeah, it's they're going on the swings. I'm on the roundabouts.
Yeah, that's it.
And Kerry Baldwin says, I'm eating more sugar now than I've ate in years. It's crept up on me during lockdown. I'm sure that's true with a lot of people, actually. Sugar, nothing but empty calories, says G Ramps. That's true. It's not very good for you because, you know, it's not bad for the skin. It's bad for complexion. It's bad for aging. Or it's very good for aging. Makes you age very quickly. And halloumi is known as selfie cheese, says Davo. I like it as squeaky cheese. I always think, you know, halloumi, I do like halloumi, but it's squeaky.
How is it selfie cheese? Am I missing something? I don't get it.
Yeah, I don't get it. I just go along with it. I don't question these things. Mike Stevens says banana trees can grow in England. Massa Ferguson. Oh no, Musa Basju, I think, comes from the islands around Japan.
Cool. Learn something new every day, don't you?
Yeah, you do. Now,
On this show.
on this show, we learn all sorts of stuff. So I'm glad Mike piped up there, because Mike has sent in a video, and I want to show it next. Now, this is a very personal video, and I don't want anyone taking the mickey. Not that people will, because we've got a lovely community here, but just in case, I just sort of say this up front, because Mike is putting something on the level here, on the line, if you like. So, take it or leave it, but don't muck about with it, if you see what I mean. So, let's nip into the box. Sorry.
Today we go.
Oops.
Oops, sorry. That was on the repeats. Hopefully I don't have to pay a repeat fee for that. Otherwise, I'll be in trouble with Nookie. So, yes, where are we? Mike Stevens. He has a very special story or true account to tell us.
Good day, gentlefolks all. Mike here, and another story. This one, a personal story. Very strange story, and it probably comes under the heading of heritage rather than nature and animals and so on, because it's the day I met Jesus Christ. Well, I wasn't particularly religious. I went to Church of England school, but anyway, one day I went into church. There wasn't a service on. This was obviously before lockdown, many years ago, and I sat down. People were around me looking and praying and so on, so I decided to cross my hands and pray as well. And I asked a couple of questions, and suddenly, just above me, in front, I saw like a figure by a window, and he said, "Ask of me whatever you will." So I did, and I was asking these questions. Started off very simple questions. He started answering, and then I asked more complicated questions, very complicated questions, like, for example, what is the meaning of life? That is actually very simple. It's not 142. It's actually to serve your life, serving God and helping others, and then when you do that, you will go to heaven, and your life will be looked at, and the way you serve to God in this life and other people, and it will be returned to you. Anyway, that's the meaning of life. Anyway, I asked lots of other questions, and everyone was simply answered. And it was like someone, like a genius really, all these questions being answered, and someone giving me a huge hug. It was so overwhelming. It was like someone putting their arms around me, and I just broke down in tears, and tears streaming down my face. Probably for 20 minutes, half an hour, I really lost track of time, and I tried to shield my face so others didn't look at me. I certainly wasn't showing off or anything, and I felt people were looking at me, and I'm sure they weren't. Anyway, I've had visitations and visions from then on. He calls us his little children. When people around me are saying, "Oh, what will we do here? So and so is having no arguments, the government are saying this," he calls us his little children. He answers so simply. Every single question has been answered so simply, as if it's a parent talking to a child. As I said, he calls us his little children. Lots of questions have been answered. One question I asked Jesus recently was, "Can I take a photograph?" And he said, "You can take a representative photograph, yes." So I don't know how to edit it into this video, but I'll try and send it to Richard so he can show it as part of this video, a photograph of Jesus. And I am not insane, I'm not medically mad or anything, I don't think. So, mind encounter with Jesus Christ. Thank you very much, Mike. Saying good evening, gentlefolks all.
Thank you very much. I was just looking for the photo which I had already for me to show you, although it is actually very, very dark.
And no, Mike, you're not insane. You're not mad. Lots of people have you know, how can I say it? Spiritual moments, I suppose. I can't say I've had one exactly like that, but I have had similar. Whether it, well, who knows what kind of spirits they are. But I think I've been touched by a ghost before in the New Theatre Royal when I was in the in what used to be the stage left box. Yeah, jabbed me in the ribs saying, it's your cue, get on there. It's like, not yet, who the heck just poked me? I'm running around, who's just poked me? And no one was there at all. So and it wasn't until about 2 years later that I was reading a Ghosts of Hampshire book, and I was like, oh, there was a ghost in the box where I was standing at that moment. Oh, so that was crazy. It's not crazy, it's just one of those weird things, those funny things about this world.
And there's so many questions that I would like to ask, but now's not the time really, because you know what I'm like. I'm far too forensic because I would want to ask more detail to try and get a grip of it, because I find it hard to fully.
You're a little bit, you're a little bit more of a cynic than I am. I mean, I'm a little bit of a cynic, but I also accept that these things do happen.
No, I think cynic is quite strong. What I like is. For example, let me just we'll show the picture in a second. But
Sorry, Mike.
I went on I know we're talking about ghosts, and you'll say, well, this wasn't a ghost. This is a different type of thing, and I accept that. But I went on a ghost thing once with a woman who claimed she was a medium, and she looked like a large to me. But she said that she could talk to the deceased, and they would come up to her. And so I asked her a whole load of questions, but when I started to ask her these questions, because she said, "Oh, there's somebody here, yes. Oh, and he's saying this to me and that to me," and then I would say, "Well, can you find out where he lived? Can you what exactly were that? What was his profession? Tell me the town that he lived in, the house. I wanted verifiable, because if he was having this conversation, as she said that she was." And she's going, yes, he's now saying this to me. And okay. And she's doing all this. And I'm going, and then, of course, they get, oh, well, it's very hard. And then they start getting very vague about the conversation they're actually having. Well, they're offering this information, but they're not. And they said, but you don't even ask these questions. You don't sort of pin them down so that we can go, well, exactly when did you die? Where were you buried? Where is your gravestone? And all of this. And so I find that very hard, because they'll claim they're having these conversations with these ghosts, and this is not any knocking on Mike's thing. And then I just find that, well, you're giving us half of the story. We want more details, because if it's true, how remarkable would that be? Because you would be able to fight from a historian's point of view. You could find out so much about history, but then they get a bit, oh, well, you can't, So that I find that very difficult. I do find it difficult to accept. Now, the picture, Mike took this picture. I'm going to show you what we've got. But on my screen, I can barely see anything. It's just almost black. So I did ask Mike if he'd got a better version of it. But it is representative, I think he said. So I don't know if you can see anything, because I can't. I'll zoom in a bit. But anyway,
you could definitely see a figure on that left, can't you?
Yeah, I mean, to me, it's a very brownish sort of picture with by a window, with a silhouette. But you'd have to put it into Photoshop and fiddle around with it to brighten it up, which I didn't do anything. So it is what it is. I mean, I think that's the I can't find my way out of this now.
Religion isn't my thing at all. I believe in physics. I believe in physics too, but I'm also spiritual. I feel things and sense things that I can't explain. And if I try to, I think I sound mad. So I tend to not talk about them.
Yeah. Bonnie says, why do ghosts wear clothes? I mean, I'm with you there, Bonnie. I would be asking all these sort of questions, but they are bizarre questions. I mean, they're not bizarre questions. They
are bizarre questions.
Well, they're questions. Well, we sort of accept what certain things are supposedly ghosts, but of course this is presumably from Mike's point of view that it isn't a ghost. Mike Stevens says the representation of Jesus is on the left, but I suppose it's like. For me, and this again, no disrespect, and I haven't got time to go on this. Well, we're running out of time now. But the thing about this is that it's like the Loch Ness monster or aliens or any of these or ghost pictures. You never see the detail. They're always vague. So my question to Mike would be, how come it came out black? Was there something wrong with the camera? Surely if you were there and you could take a picture, we'd see the rest of the room plus the figure, would we not? That would be my question. That's what makes me find it difficult to accept, because
well, the way I see it is that as amazing as these biological squishy machine computers are that we have in our heads, there is so much about this universe that we can't possibly comprehend. We can only have vague theologies about it, theorizations about it. That's how I see it. And to be honest, we all just have to find our own way of dealing with this crazy thing that we call life.
Yes. No, I completely agree.
Whatever we find comfort in, we've got to cling to.
Yes. We will move on. Rick very goodly says, I think we should have a strange experience Vobes show one night and discuss it. Bet you get a lot of calls. And just before we leave it on that note, you see, the thing about hearing people talk, if somebody says, if somebody says, I heard voices in my head and it said I've got to go and kill my mother, you would say that is a some mental illness you've got. But if it was Jesus told me to hug my mother, you would say that might be God speaking. How can we tell the difference, and where is the line? That's what is really God speaking.
Well, the line would be like this.
But how? But is there a line, or is it all?
Well, that's the thing.
Yeah, that's anyway.
We just yeah.
Anyway. Thank you very much, Mike, for bringing it. I mean, very brave. And I did say to him, because he said, "Do you think I should do this?" And I said, "It's entirely up to you. It's up to you. I will put it out if you want." And I'm certainly not ridiculing anybody for their faith, because everybody's entitled to their opinions and their ideas, and of course they know their own experiences, and I can't know anybody else's experience, so quite rightly your experience is your experience, and how you relay it is how you relay it. Of course, equally, I've got a bunch of questions about it, as you would imagine anything where it's a bit unusual.
The funny thing is, I don't think any single other human being on this planet, alive or dead, could ever answer those questions for you. Those are questions that you'll end up finding answers to yourself, if you ever do.
Yeah. You either find them or you don't. Yeah. Exactly. Each person's spiritualness is a personal journey and discovery and placing.
Here.
So they're absolutely right. But of course, you can't help but be inquisitive.
No, of course. And that's only natural.
And that's me. I am inquisitive. But anyway, and hopefully not offensive at the same time. I might be forensic because I want to find the answers. But there we go. And Mother Nature says, I'd love to see a ghost. Well, I'd love to see a ghost, but I don't think I ever have.
No, I'm certain I've sensed ghosts before, and but I've never seen one. But I think that's partly because I don't want to see one, because I think that would just scare me too much, freak me out.
I did have a cow sit on me once.
Yeah. Oh yes,
in Norfolk. In Norfolk, I did sit on a cow, or a horse or something sat on me. I mean, I felt like, but
you felt a heavy weight.
I did feel a heavy weight, and it was a real thing. in my mind. So how real it was, I don't know. And of course, it's never happened before. It's never happened since. And it may not have really happened. I may have dreamt it. So, you know, who knows? Anyway, it looks like we've only got time really to put in one more video. And I've got two. But I know that I've got one from Sean, but it's 8 minutes long. And I know Sean's already put it out onto the Bald Explorer group. So I'm going to not play that this evening. We may be able to put that on till Monday for those people who haven't seen it, In Search of Viaduct. We've got one more. Yes, that's the one I'm looking for. Bodiam Station. Bernie, sorry to leave you right to the end, Bernie. Station Master's choice. It's just
Save the best for last.
Save the best for last, absolutely. So one more time into the video. But sorry, were you going to say something?
No.
Oh,
I was just
I
right off that horrible singing.
One more time into the video box. Oh, I lied. There is two. I'm sorry. On my list here, Andrew Murphy. Is Andrew Murphy out there? We've got to do a moment of Murphy as well.
I haven't seen Andrew out there, but I've seen his mum.
Oh, right. Oh, cool. Okay. We've got a moment of Murphy because I wanted to say I hope Andrew is out there because people will notice that Andrew has improved with his filmmaking. He's bought in a gadget and it's really good. But let's go to Bernie first of all.
Hello folks, well as my channel name suggests, I am indeed a station master, so I thought it time I showed you around my station. Actually, I'm not just station master, I can also work as crossing keeper or booking clerk, and assistant gardener when we're not running. First day's work for a station master, first duty, clean the toilets. Not exactly glamorous. Now when the hop pickers used to come down from London and stay here for a week or two, most of the farmers, including Guinness, would provide them with hoppers' huts, such as this. It's perhaps a bit smaller than the average, but we've recreated this to give folk an idea of what conditions were like. They used to come down and they'd put up wallpaper and bring a few little home comforts, primer stove, and there's the washing bowl there. They'd have most of them actually have a less comfy bed than that, to be honest. With all the pots and pans up on the side, stone hot water bottle. Oh, boy, did they make the bed warm. There's your radio and the old-fashioned pegs for when they used to do their washing. We grow hops here, and it's always good when they're ready. We like to show people how you can pull off a little tiny piece, rub it between your thumb and forefinger, and that releases the lovely, rich smell of the hop oils. There. We also have a station master's garden, and we grow different flowers, mainly dahlias. There's a lovely colour dahlia, look, and also quite a variety of vegetables, including these lovely tomatoes. Now they look good, don't they? Hey, I tell you what, they tasted nice too. We have a line of trucks to represent typical goods siding of a wayside station. And here's a map of the big Bodgham estates of Guinness until they sold them all off in the early 1970s. And you'll see where Bodgham Station's at the centre of the eastern end of the estates. I used to get dragged, kicking and screaming up here on the bus from Battle when my mum and dad and grandparents used to come up picking in their summer holidays. And you just saw there Junction Road was another station well used. Here's my family. Look, there's my gran and granddad, my great gran and my great aunt, and then my mum and dad. Mum and her brother as kids, including a family friend who's holding a bottle of Guinness. What a surprise!
Still got his lamp on the rear. I hope I remember to take it off and put it on the front. Change the point, reset the lock, lock the frame, pass the token back to the driver, which is their authority to return on the single line section to Northiam. And he's just given verbal permission to couple to the train. Technically they shouldn't do it without.
And just to finish with, I thought I'd show you the view from my office window, looking over towards Bodgham Castle. And some people say to me, why do you volunteer to go and work right out in the sticks somewhere? Well, wouldn't you with a view like that? I hope you've enjoyed this quick tour of my station.
I did very much enjoy the quick tour of your station. How lovely. And it's nice to hear you using the vernacular language there, Bodgham instead of Bodiam. But I've always known it as Bodiam Castle. But I guess, you know, locally it is Bodgham, which is fantastic.
It reminds me of the Himalayas, because apparently, well, I don't know about you, but I've always said Himalayan or Himalaya. But no, apparently the locals call it Himalaya.
Oh, right. There we are. I mean, this is the trouble with, and people know I have trouble with names and place names, Shrewsbury, and all of those, Leominster and Leominster, and so on and so forth. Never been to so on or so forth, but I'm sure they're nice places. Lovely to see that in the garden there, that there you are looking after those wonderful not strawberries, blackberries. And all of that, growing all that stuff on the station. I wonder if back in the day when these places were running, I guess they did grow some veg and stuff, didn't they? To pass the time in between. I'm sure they were busy people, but, you know, when you were waiting for trains and things. How lovely is that? That's absolutely delightful.
Thank you for that, Station Master.
Yeah, that was absolutely. So
Kerry Baldwin says, Station Master's choice, if Bodiam is pronounced as Bodiam, what is Udium?
Udium. Where is Udium?
I have no idea. No idea.
Udium. Ujum.
Ujum, what's it? What?
Where is Ujum? Ujum. Interesting.
I've never heard of it. Never heard of it myself, actually.
I miss hearing the steam trains in our village, says Nootka. Fantastic, says Bonnie. And Ujum is the next hamlet at Bidium.
I don't know where that is either.
I don't know. He's having his winding us up now. Bodium, he says, or Bodgham.
Gotcha.
Bodham. He said Bodgham, didn't he? Bodgham? Vobes spoonerisms. Yes, I know. Don't worry, Vobes, I'm here. Andrew Murphy's there. Marvellous. Brilliant. I'm glad you're there.
Murphy is here.
Yes. Now, Andrew, I noticed that you no longer have to put it through that weird process that you do to get the stabilisation, which became your calling card. So this was quite strange watching this video because I was so used to you having the computer do the stabilisation after the event. But you have a gimbal, don't you? You've been buying a gimbal, and I have to say, this is so well put together, so I'm so thrilled to be able to play in your video today. So Monsieur Le Murph out there for our moment of Murphy.
Hi everyone, welcome back to another Moment of Murphy with me, Andrew Murphy. Today it is Saturday the 23rd of January 2021 and I'm currently on a walk down into Fareham Town Centre, doing a circular walk round down to Wallington and back home. I'm keeping in the spirit of lockdown and starting everything from my front door and finishing at my front door. Without further ado, let's go! Right everyone, I'm now down in Fareham Town Centre, walking eastwards along Osborne Road. The building behind is the Osborne Road multi-storey car park. I've just been on the top floor, looking over the area. Right everyone, I hope you've enjoyed today's video presentation round Fareham. I'm going to end today here near to my local park. I would just like to thank you for your company, and until next time, bye for now.
There we go. What do you think? What do you think, ladies and gentlemen? That was rather jolly. Nice and steady, and no more of that warping. That was great, wasn't it, Julia?
Fantastic. Another wonderful moment of Murphy to round the show off.
Fantastic. And yeah, go on, sorry.
And you walked down several roads that I know as well.
Oh,
Obviously my parents live in Fareham.
It's your country, isn't it?
Yeah, well, county. Yeah.
County, yeah. Well,
my little patch of the country, that's for sure.
Absolutely.
Went out with a boy who lived on the Kiln Road, actually.
Oh, did you?
I did.
Went out with a boy on the Kiln Road. Oh, nice.
Way back when, many moons ago. Not many moons ago.
No, not many moons ago, I'm sure. Very professional, says Mother Nature. Mike Stevens says, was the walking bit speeded up? I think it was. I think it's definitely speeded. Nobody walks like that. Nobody walks at that pace and keeps it up. Well done, Andrew. Fantastic.
Thank you so much, Andrew.
Absolutely brilliant. And of course, there was a lot of, people often rumble me when I'm doing my walks, and they say, "Oh, Richard, you obviously set the camera up and you walk away, and then you come back again, and you obviously pick the camera up, then you set it up, and you do all that because you don't want people to think that they're on a story, it should all just flow, and you pass along and you try and vary the shots and make it interesting and all that. And Andrew Murphy has got it together. So well done. Fantastic. Bonnie says, I wish I could do this. You can do it. It's not that difficult, really, because if I can do it, anybody can do it.
Colonel Craig Ratty says, I have been walking the same roads this lockdown, Andrew.
There we are. How about that? Familiar territory. Terrific video, says Sean. Lots to see. Great tour. Home just in time before sunset. Absolutely. So that is our selection of videos. And Sean, we'll try and play yours in on Monday if that's all right. But I know we're just on the time, but I just want to squeeze in these little pictures that Ian sent in. Ian Dance, if I can just quickly find them. I never know where I've put these bloody things. Oh, here we go. I set them up in our art studio. He's been busily doing some more drawing for us to look at, and he's getting better. He's getting better all the time. I must get back to. I just don't have time to do the old art stuff. But here we go. This is a nice cabin in the woods by the looks of things. How brilliant is that? That looks really good. In winter, you can tell that by the trees. Thank you so much. We've got another winter sketch here. Some hedgehogs.
Lovely.
Some acorns. Brilliant work, I have to say. And finally, let's just move that down. More detail on the house. Look at that. Beautiful stone house.
Nice willow tree over there on the left.
There you go.
Very nice.
Very nice. Very nice.
Very nice.
We've got some talented people out there, and of course we've got some talented viewers as well who are very good at putting thumbs ups on the videos, apparently. That's what we want to make sure that they're good at. We appreciate all of that. Thank you so much. I hope you have a brilliant weekend. 127 people viewing, 63 likes. Thank you very much.
64 now.
Oh, 64, 65. It's going up there. I just have to remind people. Benita says, I'm not anybody, but Benita, you're going to be doing us this fish in banana leaves video. Yeah. So we're looking forward to doing that. Colonel Craig Ratty says, great drawing, impressive drawing, says Rasputin of Ardington, Mother Nature, lovely winter of pictures. Mike's saying very inspiring, great drawing, Stephen Master. Andrew Norris, night everyone, great show, Richard and Julia, thank you for joining us.
Station Master's Choice says, my video tonight was deconstructed from my longer one and then edited together using Richard's tips. Wow.
Oh, well, there you go. Fantastic.
Thank you, Bernie.
And don't forget, you can check him out on Station Master's Choice and look at the longer version, of course.
Go hit him up with a like and a subscribe.
Hit him up. Yeah, punch him in one. No, that's not nice. All of that. Anyway, thank you very much to everybody. And thank you to Judith, who's been moderating, and Julia, obviously, who's doing it as well. It's been fantastic. Thank you for coming on the show, Julia, on a Friday.
Thank you very much for having me here.
Well, what else would you be doing other than
giving me reason to put some makeup on?
Putting the kids to bed and all of that. I wish I could put all my thumbs up, says Sean Ford. Thank you so much, Sean.
It's like he's got a third thumb.
Yeah, he's more than ambidextrous. He's triply dexterous, whatever that is. Thank you to all of the video contributors for sending in your videos. It's great. The show wouldn't be the same without it. It's really lovely to see them. And as you can see, we have a mixed bag of videos from single views across the Weald, which we still get something from because it's just like a moment to breathe, to more complicated ones like Andrew's at the end, or indeed Station Master's Choice, or any of them. You know, they're all unique, and you're all part of the team, which is lovely.
This is especially lovely during lockdown, though, isn't it?
Yeah. This is good stuff. Anyway, keep yourselves healthy. Have a great weekend, whatever you're up to. Saturday there'll be a video for you tomorrow. I was given some money to buy something for the van by the lovely Ian in Hampshire. So that's the subject of tomorrow's video. You'll see me trying to get to grips with that. And Sunday, of course, there'll be the Sunday chat, but also Colonel Cragratty for the patrons. So that's something that will be sent out to all of them. In the meantime, take care, look after yourselves. Thank you very much, Julia. You've been a star. Thank you for everybody for typing.
Thanks, everybody.
Look after yourselves. Take care. Have a wonderful evening, whatever you're doing. And
a lovely weekend, and stay safe.
Yes, stay safe. That is the most important thing. As much as you can. Don't walk under any passing rocks. That's my advice. Right, that's it. Take care. Bye-bye.